Why am I building a door-to-door university, and why is it going to be the best thing on the freaking planet? Simply because there's so many companies that have done some awesome things, and there's some companies that have done terrible things, flopped, fallen on their face, and you're probably somewhere in the middle. And you'd be surprised, every day a new door-to-door company pops up. A satellite dealer, a solar dealer, an alarm dealer, a pest dealer, a whatever. Like, I just had a guy reach out selling insurance. He's like, I do door-to-door insurance. And you find that they're so cross-contextual, but the problem is everybody is trying so many different things, and it's like we have some amazing people that have made millions of dollars in door-to-door, and why don't we just follow down the path that they've done? And there's so many cool collective ideas, and I felt like, okay, it's not just me in front of a camera, this is like literally a collective of the greatest people in door-to-door, and I'm on a mission to find who those people are, interviewing them and finding what makes them great and what systems they've used to become the best. So it's a collective university where we can bring everyone together because people are really willing to give back. It's just now we've created a platform for them to do so. So basically how the university is structured, it is the 3 doors to the next level. That's really kind of the concept. And your 3 doors, I'll have doors in the doors within the doors. So I'll explain the 3 main doors are 1, performance, 2, impact, and 3, expansion. So I'm going to kind of talk about each of the doors. First one is performance. And the 3 pillars of performance are skills, like sales skills, which includes like prospect, present, close. Second one is grit, which is like work ethic. It's just the grind. It's like teaching people straight up like manual door-to-door labor. And grit stands for goals, routine, intensity, and time. And the 3rd pillar is mindset, creating focus, confidence, energy. And there's certain pillars in mindset that we just have to practice because too many people focus so much on skills and they forget that 80% of the job is mental. The 2nd door is impact. So too often we focus on, okay, how do we make more money? How do we sell more? How do we perform at higher levels? But sometimes, like, I know people that sell freaking and make 20 grand a summer and they live a great life and they focus so much more on impact. And impact has, the 1st pillar is financial impact. So how do we budget our money? How do we create more avenues of money and residual and things like that and create true wealth and long-term wealth? We're like professional freaking athletes. There's a shelf life to our freaking careers, and sometimes we end up broke. I just met with a financial group this morning who had taken on people like Scottie Pippen, and they manage money like of professional athletes, and they were mind blown at how many of them are bankrupt a few years after they actually end their professional career. Well, that's the same thing with door-to-door people. And so if we're not creating an impact financially for our people, we're doing something wrong because this is such an amazing opportunity. The 2nd pillar of impact is sync. So sync has 3 different things. It's sync spiritually, sync socially, and sync personally. And so it's how do we create better relationships with God, with our spouse, with our friends, with ourselves, understanding our own emotions and how we deal with that through meditation and things like that. And then the last pillar is shred. So I came with the acronym SHRED because I truly feel like that's one thing to be like, okay, exercise. But that's just like one piece of becoming really in tune with your body. Now, I'm not like the physical fit dude that's like muscle sweet bro. But at the end of the day, I do focus a lot on what I eat. So SHRED stands for sleep, hydration, respiratory, exercise, and diet. And we'll be talking about each one of those principles in this in the university. And the last one is expansion. So in this door, you have 3 pillars. The first one is recruiting. 2nd one is leadership. And the 3rd one is strategy. So everybody, if you're not a good recruiter, you probably won't last super long in this industry. You'll just be a rep and you don't feel like this growth. And so if we're not growing, we're shrinking, right? So expansion has all to do with how to grow your business. Whether you're a 1st-year rep and you want to become a manager or assistant manager, or whether you're a company that's doing $100 million a year and you want to take it to $500 million a year. These principles and systems will help you do that. So how to recruit better, and it has a funnel glass. So it's the hourglass of recruiting. I'll go into that in the university. The leadership has certain principles and staples. There's 4 pillars to that. And then strategy is all about how to use the right softwares, how to use the right technologies, how to use the right competitions, how to use the right culture, and all these different things to couple really expanding in a powerful way. So those are kind of the 3 doors and the 3 main principles of the university. And this hopefully just gives you a little bit of insight on like, okay, if you're in door-to-door leadership or training or running your teams, these are some good principles to kind of talk off. And in the university, we're going to kind of dive into a little bit more in depth, obviously, and have videos from the professionals on each one of those pillars. So super excited to share the love. Obviously it's not fully built. We spent hours over the last 6 months, and we'll spend probably another few months on putting in the content. It'll be continually updating, but this is just a sneak peek and really the 3 doors to the next level university with D2Du. So stay tuned. You're going to have tons of insight at D2Dcon. That's also going to be a main focus, is like getting speakers like this financial guru that sold his fund for like $30 million in Wall Street, to real estate investors, to leadership that have managed thousands of teams. The goal is at D2Dcon to really add value in each one of those. We have a speaker, Bobby Maximus, who's like Fit Financial, or like this Fit magazine. He's on like the health magazines, all this stuff, and he's a guru. The Iron Cowboy. Think of 50 Ironmans in 50 days. You gotta know something physically, and it's really mindset, things like that. So we're gonna focus on all those pillars at D2Dcon. So basically, make sure you're there. This will be an awesome experience for everybody, from a rep to an executive, to really grow your business.